If you love cookies, you're in for a treat. Hello everyone, welcome back to Bake Bottle Cook. Today we're making peanut butter cookies. These cookies have a rich history and I can't wait to share their story and my recipe with you. So let's get started. So how do we take this classic cookie recipe and make it even better? By adding sourdough discard. Not only does it cut down on food waste, but it helps you use up your sourdough discard. And it also gives the cookies a subtle tangy depth that complements the sweetness of the peanut butter. Let me show you how it's done. Here's what you'll need. I've got everything ready so that I don't forget any ingredients. We'll start with half a cup of butter. In this recipe, I won't be using any salt because I'm using salted butter. If you're not using salted butter, you can use a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1 cup of peanut butter, half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of sugar, white sugar, 1 egg, a half a cup of sourdough discard, 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour, a half teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. So first off, we start by adding the butter, peanut butter, and the sugars to our mixer, and we'll blend it until nice and fluffy. But before we do that, let's remember to switch our oven to 180 degrees. While the peanut butter we know today was patented in the late 1800s, peanut butter cookies made their first appearance in the early 1900s. Now we'll add our egg and mix it until it's well incorporated. Next, we'll add our vanilla and our sourdough starter or discard. You can use starter or discard, doesn't matter in this case. Sourdough just adds that unique flavor and it makes the cookie extra soft. And our vanilla. What I love about sourdough cookies is that they can be soft or chewy or crunchy. It just depends on how they have been prepared. That's ready. Now in a separate bowl, let's add our dry ingredients. Let's just get that together. And then gradually add your dry ingredients to your mixture until you have a soft dough. We don't want to overmix the dough. We're just going to mix it until everything's incorporated. I'm doing it about 1/3 at a time of the flour mix. So here's an interesting fact. By the 1940s, peanut butter cookies were widely popular in American households because of the accessibility of peanut butter during war times as a source of protein and fat. Next, we'll scoop tablespoon-sized portions of the cookie dough onto our baking sheet. And now here comes my favorite part. Using a fork to make that crisscross pattern. This little trick not only looks great, but it also helps the cookies bake evenly. And I like to dip my fork in some flour because it tends to be sticky sometimes. By the 1930s, the crisscross fork pattern we all recognize became a signature look. It was even suggested in cookbooks to help the cookies bake evenly. I love the rustic look of peanut butter cookies. So the crisscross fork pattern is thought to have originated from a 1932 edition of the Schenectady Gazette, where they instructed people on how to do it. Now let's bake these at 180 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes or until the edges are golden. And while these are baking, your kitchen will smell amazing. Oh, here they are. Sourdough peanut butter cookies. Just look at that texture. They're soft and chewy, packed with peanut flavor and that tanginess of the sourdough. These are so delicious. They'll be great with a cup of coffee or even a glass of milk. I hope you enjoyed this recipe and the short little history lesson on peanut butter cookies. If you try these peanut butter cookies, let me know in the comments how they turn out. And if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe to Bake Bottle Cook to see more of our videos of how we make everything from scratch. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee with a peanut butter cookie, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.